Yo, what is up, guys? It's the Natural here, and welcome back to another Football Impact. And with a very so-called, how you guys week's been? How's your week been this week? Have you been happy, sad, down, or cheerful? Or you could be just like Crystal Palace and be as, well, not cheerful as anything. Yeah, they look doomed. But anyway, let's see what happened this week in the Premier League. And the Premier League this weekend, Man City lay us yet another coffin in Crystal Palace's, well, pretty much put a nail in Crystal Palace's coffin as they thrashed them 5. Now, yeah, you think Man City got all the firepower, the strikers, and all the quality they have, they should beat Palace 5. Now, Crystal Palace looked awful. They didn't. I don't think they had it. I think Ruben Loftus-Cheek probably had the best chance, hit the post. But Saka hit his own post, could have been a goal. Salah, for me, looks a player. Sané looks a player. I mean, he's going to go to the very top. The German Gareth Bale, people call him. I don't think he's got somewhere to go to be anything close to Gareth Bale, but he looks like a prospect. He scored a really good goal. He also got one of the goals. Man City look supreme at this moment in time. But still early days. If they keep this up, and it looks like they've finally got that defence sorted, they, for me, will win the league. The only thing that's stopping them is probably themselves. As for Palace, they don't look good, man. They look like a team who, for me, if you haven't scored a goal in your first 6 games and you can't stop conceding goals, you're going to be bottom, and you're not looking good for the future because Benteke came off the game with an injury. Saka looks disintegrated. And it doesn't get any easy for them. They play Man United next, away from home, and Chelsea. So it looks a bleak time for Palace. But the only positive you can think is you shouldn't have sacked Frank de Boer 4 games ago. You shouldn't have sacked him. All I'm going to say, the board were stupid enough to point Frank de Boer in the first place. They shouldn't have pointed him in the first place, and they shouldn't have sacked him. So I'm going to say Palace look doomed. City, keep rolling like a steam train that they are. The other game, Manchester United, the other Manchester club, Manchester United, also win 1-0 against Southampton. Southampton yet again, another game at home, and they can't score. It's going to be a recurring theme for them this season for Southampton. But to give credit where credit's due, they did have a couple of chances in the game. They weren't great chances, but they were alright chances. If a try also came on, made a difference. But the game changer, the man at the moment for Man United is Lukaku. It's his 8th goal of the season, his 6th goal in the Premier League. Only Luis Zaha has had a better start to his Manchester United career than Romelu Lukaku. So Romelu Lukaku scored 4 goals in the Premier League at the start of the season. It was his first season in the Manchester United shirt. Since Van Nistelrooy, since Cantona, since Ronaldo, even since Andy Cole and Dwight York. I mean, he looks a player, no question about it. But Luis Zaha somehow has got better goal. Anyway, they got the winner. Great ball in from Mkhitaryan, who actually had a really good game. Him and Rashford were outstanding in this match. And 1-0. A routine win for Man United. This is how you win titles. When you're not at it, you have to grind result out. 1-0 is how you win a league. Don't ask me. Ask Mourinho. He loves those 1-0s. He said that's the best result in football. Yes, but no, because you want to be entertained like Manchester City, you want to play expansive football. The Man City probably will never win the league. Probably their kryptonite at the minute, Man City, is they don't really score, don't really win 1-0 games. But Man United do, and Lukaku keeps scoring. Southampton, well, I think now Troy Austin back in the team, so they may actually kickstart their season. I just feel like where they are at the minute, Southampton in the table is where I think they are in the league. You keep selling your best players. For me, Van Dijk should have started this match. I don't know why he didn't. If you keep tooth and nail to keep your best player, you pluck and play him. No, I don't play him. And then he pulled it. That goal from Lukaku stopped by Van Dijk in the first place. But anyway, Man United just done enough to get 3 points against Southampton. Chelsea destroy Stoke 4-0, and MORATA is turning into an absolute player in this league. He gets his first ever hat-trick for Chelsea and ever in the Premier League. And he reminds me so much of Van Nistelrooy. His movement, his touch and his finish, and he just reminds me so much of Van Nistelrooy. I think he's even close to Van Nistelrooy. The Manchester United fans, is a legend there. He's going to be an unbelievable star for Chelsea. And the fact that Diego Costa is now gone, Chelsea is now off to Atletico Madrid in January. They finally got a focal one, a number 9 that for me, I don't think he's anything close to Diego Costa. I think he could be even better than Diego Costa. Morata, I really do. I think he's got better touch than Diego Costa. I don't think he's got a better hold-up play than Diego Costa, but they finally got pace. And I feel like last season, maybe the end of the season for Chelsea, when they did win the league, but they were sort of struggling, they missed that, and I think he will give that to him. And they're definitely in the terrorists. People say they're terrorists with Chelsea. He got a hat-trick. Stoke, where yet again looks Ham, their own downfalls really, made some stupid errors. I mean, Darren Fletcher had an awful game. Pretty much just chest the ball to Pedro and he scores an absolute phenomenal goal. But I'm trying to say now, but Stoke don't look good. Mark Hughes is under big pressure at Stoke from the Stoke City supporters who are not happy with him. They're saying they haven't moved forward, but the fact is, Stoke and Southampton, they're a lot alike, aren't they? You know, both have red and white stripes. Anyway, they both sing a weird song and stuff. Anyway, the fact is, they both are a lot alike. I think if one club here I think might get relegated is probably Stoke, but then Stoke they got enough in the team. But now Zuma wasn't playing this game because he was ineligible to play in this match. They had injuries to Shawcross, injuries to players, so when they're back in the team, I think they're going to keep rolling. I think they have enough to stay up still. I don't think they'll be fighting in the top half. Chelsea, definitely in this title race, and Morata looks a player, no question about it. Liverpool get a 3-2 win, oh my god, this is a massive win for Jurgen Klopp, against the team who knocked them out in the League Cup midweek in Leicester. Leicester, who actually played okay in this game in bits. I thought the player came back and showed why he burst another one of them. Coutinho was outstanding. He is doing it right now. This could be the Luis Suarez season that Liverpool fans think, okay, we can go next summer, but you put put so much work in, so much dedication in to this team this year. And I think Coutinho will do that. I thought he was outstanding this match. His ball from for Salah was amazing. Salah put the head up. Coutinho's free kick was Techers, no question about it. It was unbelievable. Techers, no question about it. And then a stupid decision from the referee from a corner, which for me it was a freak. It was a foul on the goalkeeper mainly, but the Lions didn't see it, and he was the referee. And then it was 2-1 from Ozaki, and then Liverpool made a 3-1. French and Henderson started pushing a really good ball on the counter attack, and then it was 3-2. Sam Minley stupidly fouled Jimmy Vardy. It was a penalty, and it easily could have been a red card. In my eyes, I understand the rule now. They changed it because of, you don't want to see players sent off in the box. But anyway, it is, for me, it's a red card, and it's a ghost opportunity. But Sam Minley's always done his homework on Jimmy Vardy's penalties, because all of Jimmy Vardy's penalties have all gone down the middle. And guess what? This one went down the middle. Sam Minley done his homework on, and he saved it. Good save from Minley. He redeemed himself from making the foul in the first place. But massive win for Liverpool to at least fight to get an outside chance of trying to get into this title race along with Manchester City, Manchester United, Chelsea, and Tottenham, who also won this week. So it's definitely, for me, we don't really know Liverpool. We all know defensive problems. We all keep saying that about Liverpool. I just feel like if they're going to win the league this season, Liverpool, they're going to outscore a team. There's the only reason why they're going to win this league, which I don't think they will. But it's a good win for Liverpool. Good win. Speaking of Tottenham did win in the North London derby. A little bit of payback on West Ham. It cost them title last year. You could say 2 seasons they cost them title. Anyway, good win. Harry Kane, just a predator in the box really. He just does what he does. You expect him to score. You expect him to, get hat tricks. He's become that top quality player now. Like, you should do this by now. But the player I was really interested in this game was Eriksen. I think he, for me, could be going. I mean, I keep saying we continue to Barcelona. I think Eriksen could go to Barcelona. He is a world-class player, Eriksen. On his day, he can be he can lock any defense. Him and David Silva and Kevin De Bruyne are for me right now the 3. Maybe couldn't make it higher than that. The 4 best creative field players in this league at this moment in time, and I'm a fan of Ericsson. I think he's good on top. He scored a really good goal from Harry Kane's free kick was off the bar, which he should have a hat-trick in this game. Then West Ham were back in the game thanks to a stupid red card from Serge Aurier, the PSG player they signed. It is a red card. I don't know why the hell would you do that. Man, so many red cards that season. It's just incredible. And then Hernandez got back in the goal with a header, which he always first ever goal against Tottenham, and yet again all of his goals are coming in the penalty box. The other goal was from Kiriate, a really good header, really good ball in from Mr. Raku, and then a late chance for a penalty from a foul on the Caro. You could see that, but it's really a soft penalty. But you could see why it could have been a penalty. I just thought West Ham are now sort of there's a lot of pressure on Stambovic. I feel like there shouldn't be any pressure on them because they're a point better off than they were last year. Last year they had 3 points from 6 games. Now they have 4 points from 6 games. So, is it because of high expectation of West Ham? I don't know. Put in the comments down below, guys, what do you think? Because don't really know what's going on with West Ham. I thought West Ham should definitely fight in for the top up because that's where I feel they are. I just feel like every team is a bad start of the season. Everton a bad start of the season. Every team goes through bad starts. Judge West Ham after 10 games. They are in the bottom 3 in 10 games, then for me, Sam Burge will have big pressure. But we went from top them to put them 4th in the league. Everton get a massive win against Bournemouth, and a forgotten man who didn't even have a locker at the club, who didn't have a squad number at the club, who was playing for Hull City last season and nearly kept them up. And Miran Nias scores 2 to save Koeman's job. That game probably saved his job thanks to a player who honestly he said, "You're not good enough. Go and find a new club." Amazing now that just some players can do that. Just amazing. It's an amazing story. Anyway, Bournemouth took the lead in this game. Josh King with a really good finish. Inas came on. Rooney got a big gash in his eye. A lot of Everton supporters are not really happy with Rooney's performance. But anyway, great ball in from Tom Davis. You could say he came on and changed the game. Nias scored 1 goal. The second goal was a really debatable what Bournemouth's defence was. The first goal was a really good finish, the second goal was a good finish as well. Massive win for Everton to at least get a little bit of momentum going. I feel like Everton's problem this season is pace. They have got no pace in that team. I feel when Tom Davis came on and also when Nias came on, it's given them another option. Calvin, they changed the system. They played 4-2-3-1 to start this match, and then they went to 4-3-2, 4-2-3-1, and then they went to 4-4-2. Just go like that. For me, I don't think Everton can play 3 at the back. They don't have the players to do that, but they do have the players to play 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, or even 4-4-2. Good old fashioned 4-4-2. People say 4-4-2 is outdated. No chance. They're still in the league with 4-4-2. That's a massive win for Everton. Bournemouth, same old problem. Bournemouth, they can't stop conceding goals. They've got enough goals in the team. They will definitely score goals in this league. Bournemouth, they will definitely. But I just feel like maybe they're conceding a lot of goals, and I think that maybe their downfall this season. And the last game is Brighton beat Newcastle 1-0. Really good win for Brighton to get a little bit of confidence going because there was a lot of, I wouldn't say if faces, more like doubt faces in terms of people thought Brighton maybe this is too enough. Maybe this wasn't, too big an ask for them to get in this Premier League. Newcastle now won 3 in a row, and they were flying in the recent weeks. I just thought Newcastle in this game. For me, we weren't at it. I just feel like they had an off day. Every team can have an off day. You can have 17 shots and then you're going to get 4 on target. They just have one of those days, Newcastle United, where every team has it. But you have to give credit to Brighton. The game for me was going to finish goalless. There wasn't a lot in it. But Brighton just had enough. In reserve, even though for me it was a foul on Mbemba. In the first place for the free kick, but give credit to Joshua Hammett. He puts his good finish in. Robert probably should have done enough to at least push it over the bar or something of it. But a really good win for Brighton, even though Hammett should be sent off for a stamp on Yedlin. For me, even a 3-game ban or a 4-game ban for that because that's a straight red card and a straight stamp. You can say all he wants because it's a stamp. What's the difference between that and so many other red cards we've seen in the start of the season? It's ridiculous to say this, but. For me, Brighton just done enough in this game. I thought they probably had the best of the chances. Newcastle had a big chance at the start of the end of the half from Hostel, which means should have done better. Shelby came on to change the game for Newcastle, but again, it was too late in the game. I thought when Newcastle conceded the goal, they started again the game. But just for Newcastle to have one of those games, they'll just pick themselves up and go to the next game. Brighton, big win for them to get points on the board. Three promoted clubs are really doing well as far as the start of the season. It's actually the three clubs who are actually in the league, being here for so long, that are struggling. So guys, let's look at the Premier League table, where Manchester City, Manchester United and Chelsea are the top three in the Premier League. They stay where they were. Tottenham up to 4th, Liverpool, Watford, Huddersfield, Burnley, Newcastle up to 9th, West Brom are 10th, and the bottom, Southampton, Arsenal will play tonight, will play West Brom tonight. Dennis Brighton, Everton, Swansea, Stoke, Leicester, West Ham, Bournemouth and Crystal Palace, who yet again are pointless and goalless, and it looks bleak for them because their next two games are against Manchester City, against Manchester United, who are second in the league, and Chelsea, who are third in the league. It doesn't get any easier for Crystal Palace. It doesn't get any easier for them. So guys, let's move on to the Bundesliga. And the Bundesliga is very Borussia Dortmund just can't stop scoring. Goodness me, they thumped, and I mean thumped, Borussia Gladbach 6-1, and this game could have been 8, 9 or 10. Aubameyang right now is, if not the red hot striker in the world. Simple as that. He has been scoring goals. I'd probably say right now, probably El Tariga in Farcal, or maybe even Ciro Immobile, or probably and Harry Kane, are probably more informed strikers. Aubameyang is probably the most informed striker in the world in European football. The goals he's scoring is unbelievable. He scored a hat trick in this game. He made it look so easy. Phillips scored 2 goals in this game. I thought he had a really good game as well. But they were amazing. Aubameyang, their football at the minute is just a joy to watch. It's like watching. They're like the Manchester City of the Bundesliga. Their football is amazing to watch. The movement, it's amazing. Piszczek looks like a player, no question about it. I just thought that who would have a really good game, but Aubameyang, Philip, and Piszczek, what a front three that is. Goodness me, goals, assists, creativity, everything this Dortmund team have now. And if Fulham Dembele was gone, this is going to be a struggle for them. They had to go better. I thought Yarmolenko's come on and really done well as well for Dortmund this season, so they look the real prospect of fighting Bayern Munich for the title this year. I think they may even win the league this year because they've got so much firepower. I don't think they will in the Champions League this year because I feel like they'll focus on the Premier League, not Premier League, they focus on the Bundesliga title race than the Champions League Dortmund, which I feel like will actually be a good thing for them. They haven't won the league for a long time now, so maybe this is Dortmund's time to win the league. Gladbach just played Dortmund at the wrong time. All I can say on that. Hoffenheim beat Schalke 2-0 in a sort of a top 4 fight match between these two teams. Hoffenheim had a great start to the season again. They beat Bayern Munich and they're beating an informed Schalke team. They look the real deal, and I tipped them to struggle this year. I am now regretting that. I think they're the real deal, and I think between Bayern Munich, Hoffenheim, and RB Leipzig, along with Dortmund, to fight for this title race. I think we're going to have a really interesting title race this year, and Hoffenheim and that manager is impressing me so much. I think he will be a Bayern Munich manager in not so distant future. Maybe the next German manager, because he has got all the attributes to be a world-class manager one day, no question about it. Bayern Munich doubling again. They only drew 2-2 against Wolfsburg, and they were leading this game 2-0 thanks to Robin and Lewandowski. Obviously, he does what he does, Lewandowski. But good credit to Wolfsburg for back in the game. Got 2 late goals, gets a point. I mean, it's a decent point for Wolfsburg, but at the end, Bayern Munich, there's something not right at Bayern. There's been a lot of rumours and a lot of speculation that Carlo Ancelotti has lost the dressing room. Ian Robinson is fighting with Thomas Müller. Thomas Müller is having to go at Neuer, who's out until January with an injury, and Neuer's unhappy with the whole squad. They look disinterested, Bayern Munich, and there's not a lot going on. I do think they do miss Phil Blanc in that leadership quality. They definitely miss Jack Jones in that midfield. Talisca's a good player, but he's never ever played for a big club before. Bayern Munich are a massive club. Leon are a good side. Leon are a decent team, but not like a Bayern Munich, not like a giant of forward football. And I think he needs like an armour and a show. I think Thiago, for me, they miss him in that midfield. There's just a lot of things not working for me at Bayern Munich. I just feel like maybe this could be the season that Carson does get the sack. I think it's too early to say, but after 6 games, something isn't right at Bayern. It just doesn't feel right at Bayern Munich. And we'll give it to Wolfsburg. Good point. 2-2 finish. RB Leipzig beat Frankfurt 2-1. Theo Werner with the winning goal in this game, and again, I told him he's a German Vardy, and he is. He's just amazing. His pace and his energy and his ferocity. He's got everything. Timo Werner. I think he's going to be a star in the World Cup for Germany. I mean, he's going to be one of the players to look out for in the summer next year. And maybe some clubs will buy him, maybe in January transfer window, but definitely some Premier League clubs, maybe even other big clubs, will definitely put a snivel in Timo Werner. So I think he's the next big thing coming out of Germany. Hanover keep their unbeaten record at the start of the season. They drew 0-0 against Cologne. Cologne finally get a point, so I think that puts some positives for them. Hanover, they're still doing well in the league. They're in the top 4. It's still in the top 4. Tell me new pro clubs in top 4. It's just amazing. And the fact of the matter is, Hanover are pretty much just got a quarter of their points to stay in the league, so they're in our, half, and they're safe. And Leverkusen get back to winning ways. We're a 3-0 win against Hamburg. Hamburg looked like, it's just like I said with Hamburg. You don't judge Hamburg until 10 matches. This is Hamburg. They're going down this year because then they don't have to see that stupid clock tick 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 how many seasons they stay in the league. This is the year Hamburg are relegated. Leverkusen need a big result, this is a massive result to kickstart their season and put them in the top 10. Alright guys, look at the Bundesliga table. We're Borussia Dortmund top it, Hoffenheim second, Bayern Munich third, Hanover are fourth with 12 points. What a start to the season they've had. Augsburg are fifth after their win this weekend. RB Leipzig are sixth. Then it's Schalke, Hertha, Gladbach and Leverkusen are up in the top 10. At the bottom, it's Frankfurt, Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Mainz, Hamburg, Freiburg, Werder Bremen and Cologne get the first point of the season. But yet Werder Bremen, Freiburg and Werder Bremen, that's why Cologne still haven't won a game. So guys, let's move on to La Liga. And La Liga this weekend, Barcelona win 3-0. Luis Suarez scores 2 own goals, win in that game. Real Madrid played Real Madrid play Alves and they won 2-1. A couple of goals from Dani Ceballos, 2 goals for him. Ronaldo was playing this game, didn't really look, you could say didn't look fit. Alves played well, should have got a point, but same with Alves, they look like struggle for them this season, still haven't got a point yet. And but they did well against Real Madrid. Real Madrid didn't really play well. Benzema didn't play in this game. Gareth Bale, there's a lot of speculation with Gareth Bale that he is not happy with Ronaldo. Ronaldo isn't happy with Gareth Bale. And I know you know how that plays out. Ronaldo doesn't get his way, one of the players is gone. For me, Gareth Bale looks like he's going to be leaving in the summer. But a good win for Real Madrid, just done enough to beat Alves. Atletico Madrid are second in the league after they beat a team who are second in the league in Sevilla, thanks to Antonio Griezmann, and it again shows why he is world class and shows why maybe, just maybe, he's going to be the star man for French football. Actually, he is the star man for French football. He's going to be the main man for this Atletico Madrid team to fight with Real Madrid and Barcelona for the league title this year. Sevilla just played, they just didn't have enough for me, Sevilla, against Atletico Madrid. And for me, this is a game I thought, okay, we'll see how good Sevilla are against Atletico Madrid, because this is the team they want to face for that, like, to get into that third, fourth, fight for those the 2 Madrid clubs and Barcelona. They're still a little bit apart, Sevilla, but they're definitely going in the right direction. I still think they're the 4th best team in La Liga, but they played well. The biggest shock of the weekend goes to Getafe, who thumped a Villarreal 4-0. Where the hell did this result come from? Getafe, who, I mean, it's just an amazing result from Getafe, just some results just surprise you. This one definitely did. Villarreal, who thumped Alves 3-0 the last time out, and then they fucking went to play Villarreal. And then Villarreal thumped Alves 3-0, then they get thumped 4-0 away to Getafe. Just the way football is. Great win for Getafe, puts them in the top half. Valencia just did enough to beat Real Sociedad 3-2. What a game this was. Merciful Christ, what a game. Zaza scored the winner. And then again, West Ham scored. I was thinking, why the fuck is he scoring goals and then he didn't score one? Probably just suits the league. Also, 2 red cards in this game. 2 stupid red cards, because both of them were red cards. And yeah, when you're on a yellow card, you don't go in with a 2-foot tackle. I'm just going to say that right now. But good win for Valencia, puts them in the top 4 ahead of Real Madrid. And last game is Leganés. Keeps surprising me, because I tipped them to be rock bottom in the league this year. Actually, are now freaking 6th on 10 points. Amazing start to the season they've had after they beat Las Palmas 1-0. Good start to the season for them. Can they keep it up this season, Leganés? I hope to God they do. Alright guys, I got that La Liga table. We're at Barcelona on top of it. Atletico Madrid are second, then Sevilla, Valencia, Real Madrid, Leganés, Levante, Sevilla Sociedad, Real Betis and Getafe are in the top half. Bottom is Atletico Bilbao, Espanyol with their win puts them 12th, Celta Vigo, Villarreal with their defeat puts them 14th, Las Palmas, Elbar, Granola, Deportivo are in the bottom three after they got thumped by Espanyol 4-1, and then it's Malaga and Alves, the only team in La Liga to not have a point yet. Not looking good to start the season for them. So guys, now let's take a look at Serie A. And Serie A, the two, Juventus and Napoli, keep just steamrolling, bulldozering teams out of everywhere. Where Napoli beat Splat 3-2 in a really good game. Insigne and Callejon scored goals in this game, just enough to beat Splat 3-2. I thought Splat played well in this game and they 0 point for the match, but Napoli, they look like the real deal. These type of games last season they struggled with, but this year, that's the reason why I think they're going to the league this year. They've got so much firepower, and I think defensively they look a little bit shaky, but I think that this is a game that they struggled in last year. They've done enough just to win. Great win for Napoli. They are top of the league with so many goal difference. They've got, it's unbelievable. They're 18 points, still haven't just a point yet. And also Juventus, more like Dybala FC you could call Juventus, because he is just ridiculous at the minute. 10 goals this season, 2 fucking amazing goals in this game. The first goal you could say was a dodgy defending and also a deflection. The second goal is just absolutely superb. He digged that over the goalkeeper. He has got so much technique, so much quality, and for me, I think Allegri was bang on right. Past the Ronaldo and Messi era, Dybala looks like to be a Ballon d'Or winner with Neymar and Mbappe for the future, no question about it. He's got so much ability, he's got so much technical ability, and for me, if Messi does retire in the next 4 to 5 years, he is definitely the prince to the throne for Messi, Dybala for Barcelona, because he's got everything, technique, ability, everything, and he's been amazing for Juventus since Juventus bought him. 21 million euros. That has to be the steal of the century in Serie A for him, buying him from Palermo. What a signing he's been, and what a player he's going to be for the future. Great win for Juventus. They beat Torino 4-0 in the Torino derby. The Turin derby, we'll say. Inter keep scraping wins. 1-0 win in this game against Genoa, who puts them still third. But Inter keep. This is how you win leagues. Like I said, Manchester United. This is how you win leagues. Inter keep scraping wins, and they keep getting clean sheets as well. A goal from D'Ambrosio just not enough, but they're not playing well, Inter. But they're winning games. How are they going to be Inter Milan when they actually are playing well and winning games? They look. You can't just rely on Kelly to score goals, because he's on the day. I mean, he's going to have one of those games where he's not going to score a goal because every striker goes for him. But Inter just look. I feel like not playing European football this season, Inter Milan's actually made them a better team. They know their first 11. They can keep that first 11. Maybe a couple of injuries. You don't have to chop and change the team. I think that's helped Inter Milan this season. I think that's the reason why they probably would nip Roma and AC Milan and Lazio for that third spot. Roma win 3-1 against Udinese. Dzeko with 2 goals and an assist. He's the real deal. Escheroi played well in this match. He got a goal as well. Is Dzeko the most underrated player in the world? Probably. I probably agree. Because at Manchester City, he was scoring goals for them. May not be in the starting 11, but you can help the bench and score a goal. So I think he's an underrated player, Dzeko. But Roma really like him big time. Roma absolutely love Dzeko over there, and he's scoring the goals and keeps creating chances. Wait, go on, Udinese. Well, you're going to be fighting for relegation this season. Sampdoria beat AC Milan 3-2. AC Milan yet again chopped and changed the team. Cialanoglu wasn't playing this game. Why? He's your best creative player in the team. You don't play him. And for me, the biggest shock for me was Andre Silva. Why not play him? I don't understand. You spend that much money on him. Play him. I like Kalinic. Suso is not a centre forward, and yet he plays Kalinic and Suso up front. You play Suso in the cam position, or you don't play him at all. I like Suso, but again, you play 2 up front. You play Andre Silva or Kalinic. I just don't understand the finger point. Good win for Sampdoria. They play well in this game and actually deserve to win the match. AC Milan. Well, you spent so much money, just like Everton. You're trying out for everything, but I just feel like they've got players there that can. I just feel like they're making stupid team selections word I'm using for AC Milan this season. And last game, Lazio beats Verona 3-0. Verona yet again, and how many goals they can see this season is ridiculous. But the player I rate him all the time, Ciro Immobile. Another 2 goals in this game. He got assist for one of them. He turned it into what Dybala is for Juventus. He's massive for this team. His goals, his assists, his creativity, he's got the whole lot in Ciro Immobile. And for me, he's been sensational for Lazio this season. He scored some 2 cracking goals in this game, and he's become so vital for Lazio to get into these Champions League places this year, to fight for the likes of the big clubs and the giants in Italy with Napoli, Roma, Juventus, and the 2 Milan clubs, to fight for the Scudetto. And I think they will. I think they will definitely fight for the top 4 with 2 Milan clubs, Roma and themselves. So this is going to be a really good season to see how well they do. Good win against Verona. So guys, let's look at the Serie A table, where Napoli top the league on goal difference ahead of Juventus, Inter are 3rd, Lazio stay in top 4, stay as they are, Roma move to 5th, Milan down to 6th, Sampdoria stay in 7th, Torino, Atalanta and Chievo make up top 10. At the bottom is Bologna, Fiorentina, Cagliari, Sassuolo, Crotone with their win puts them 16th, Udinese, Genoa, who yet again haven't won a game yet, doesn't look good for them, Verona and Beneventuro, who were absolutely smashed this weekend. No goals, minus 15 goal difference, and also not scored a point yet. It doesn't look good for any pro club so far. So guys, let's move on to the last league, League Earn. And League Earn this weekend, Montpellier played PSG, and PSG had so many shots in this game, but they didn't play well, and there's a lot of speculation that Neymar does not like Cavani. That's not really great, you know, for morale, and great for your intensity when Cavani and Neymar are fighting over a penalty in the last game, and now they're not happy with the way things are. It's not good. I said Argentina and Brazilian players never get on. But anyway, I'm going to squeeze my name didn't like Messi. Anyway, Montpellier played well by a really good point. PSG, you could say, had one of those games. Just an off day at the office. This is a bad day at the office, really. But they're still top of the league. Monaco get back to winning ways after a 4-0 thumping at Lille. Lille, who are now in the bottom 3 after that, and Bielsa is not happy. He's going AWOL. He's like going coffee cups and everything to try and get this Lille team working. They spent a lot of money in the summer Lille, and they're sort of not happy there. Monaco, 4-0 win. Who needs Mbappe when you got Leo Terrigre in Ramel Falcao, who's probably one of the, if not probably the 3rd or 4th informed striker in the world. Probably is definitely informed striker in this damn league earn this year. I think that's his 9th, 10th goal in the season in League Earn. He's going to get, it's going between him and Cavani, he's going to get the golden boot in League Earn this year. He's become a massive focal point of this team. You think he went to Manchester United and Chelsea and failed. He was not fit, he had injuries, he looks like the Atletico Madrid player. No question about Falcao. And for me, I like Falcao. I'm on the moon for him because you want to see him do well. And I think he looks, people say League Earn's not a great league. It's true, but look, he's on the Champions League. He's scoring goals. I like Falcao. Wish him all the best for the future. I wish Monaco a good season so far. They are joint top with goal difference down to 2nd. Bordeaux, who are a spike package so far in this league, are now 3rd after their 3-1 win against Guingamp. Good start to the season for them now. They may have an outside chance because Lyon and Marseille are struggling at the minute. They have an outside chance of getting the top 3 this year, Bordeaux. And the most entertaining game of the weekend went to Lyon versus Dijon. This game was a cracking game. Had 6 goals and I finished 3 apiece. Fekir scored 2. Scored one of the goals was amazing for Fekir. Ever since he's given the captain's armband, and same as Lacazette's gone, he's become the main man of this team. Depay played well in this game as well. I thought one of the Dijon goalkeeper on an absolute stunking game. He was outstanding. So good. I think that's 2 points dropped definitely for Lyon. Massive point for Dijon, especially when you're. I don't know how many times they ended up leading this game. It's been amazing, but good credit to Dijon. They got back in the game. I think they were leading the game at one point. So good point for them. Lyon, don't think they're going to be fighting for lead this year, but it's between Bordeaux, Marseille, Nice and them for that last Champions League spot. And speaking about Marseille, they get a 2-0 win against Toulouse. Just did enough in this game at Marseille. I thought Turvan was okay. Payet looks disinterested again. This looks like the Richie Payet of, for me, when he was at Marseille. People rate Payet. People thought Payet was going to be the best thing since sliced bread. I was fucking right. I told Payet. I would have slated me for saying, "Oh, Dimitri Payet's going to be a great player. He's going to be the best player West Ham ever signed." I knew he was a bad egg. I knew he was going to be one of those players that didn't care about the club, just cared about himself. And he is. That's why Marseille fans are now turning on him. And it does not have a shit. I know they beat Toulouse 2-0, but it's not a happy shit Marseille. And for me, I feel like Marseille played well when Payet isn't playing, which puts into perspective, does Marseille have to sell Payet? We just spent 35 million to get him back to the club. Going to be interesting to see how that develops. But going for Marseille, Toulouse puts them in the bottom half. Marseille puts them in the top, I think top 5, maybe top 6. So guys, look at the league earned table. We're PSG top of the league on goal difference. Ahead of Monaco or second. Bordeaux, who really amazing start the season. Good up playing the rest of the season. Or third on 15 points. Then Saint Etienne with their win puts them 4th. Marseille up to 5th. Now to on our Cardiff had a great start. Had a bad first opening games. You know, picking points up and now 6th. Lyon are now 7th. Cannes are 8th. Nice 9th. And Guingamp 10th. In the bottom it's Algiers, Montpellier, Troyes, Toulouse, Rennes, Amiens, Dijon, Lille are now in the bottom 3. Who will speak for them? Strasbourg, who lost, and Metz, who lost again. Actually, who won? Congratulations to Metz on getting their first win of the season. Yeah. Hopefully this is kickstart your season, or you may actually be struggling again. But oh dear. Anyway, good win for Metz. Keeps them, still bottom of the league. So guys, that is a football Ian pick for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed. You guys have a massive and smashing day. Please like, subscribe to Natural. Peace out.